Hello, traders. I am Stephen Davis, Senior Market Strategist, RJO Futures. It's Thursday, March 24th. Here to talk to you about commodities, the grain markets, in particular, the corn market. That gap higher from last week is still there, so that's impressive in the short term. That's friendly to the market. You got to ask yourself in here, traders, can corn and soybeans continue to rally with a stronger dollar and crude oil rallies fading under $40 here in the weeks ahead? I think watching the market and trading the markets yesterday and today, I think the answer is no. A higher dollar and lower crude oil really takes the steam out of all commodities, soybeans and corn in particular. Now, two things I mentioned that is going to hold these grain prices, corn and beans, from selling off here in the short term. Number one is the large short positions, and number two is the crop report a week from today, March 31st. This is a very big report next Thursday, 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. There have been some surprises in this report in past years. But now the traders are trying to decide if they should cover their short positions in corn like they've covered their short positions in soybeans. Soybeans, the funds were net short lots of soybeans, and now they're net long contracts of soybeans. So soybean markets are above their 200-day moving average. That's impressive. I have clients who are indice traders. They talk about 200-day moving averages. This is a bellwether for all of the markets that we trade and talk about. So very impressive fashion how soybeans have rallied, and now the funds are net long soybeans. Tuesday's open interest in soybeans was up 21,000 contracts. So are we vulnerable? Are soybeans vulnerable to selling off here going forward? Certainly, once we get this crop report out of the way next Thursday. You got to feed these bullish crowds each day, and they got to stay above these moving averages. And for example, May soybeans, today's low is 902, stay above $9. And then these funds, they can buy as many contracts of corn and soybeans as humanly possible, and they know that. So we'll keep talking about that. I saw a headline yesterday, worries about China interest for U.S. soybeans. This seems to be going on continuously, and in my analysis, my opinion, this is poppycock. China's demand for soybeans is going to continue, and this is the protein, this is the legume that the world wants and needs, and especially the middle class in Asia, their diets are not going back to where they were 10 or 20 years ago, hence the demand for U.S. soybeans. So going forward here, it's interesting. We've got to get this crop report out of the way, and then weather is certainly going to be the dominant feature. And we get normal weather, and planters start rolling here in the Midwest, planting corn and then soybeans. These row crops are certainly vulnerable to coming off. Tomorrow's Good Friday. We are closed. Happy Easter from RJO Futures to all of you here. Everyone have an excellent weekend. Thank you. Futures and options on futures may involve substantial risk and may not be suitable for all investors.